you guys is doing? Is you guys doing? Because today's day. You know how I feel about today's. Today's weigh-in day. Still $2.99. As long as it ain't $300, we're all right. So I might have to make this like in 2 or 3 different sections. So you might see like, and then later on I come back to it, and later on I come back to it. I'm not really sure quite yet. So yesterday after I finished my vlog and started to upload it and stuff like that, I typically try to do it really early in the day, just so I have enough time to process it and then put the intro and the outro and fix the thumbnail and blah 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 blah. So today I'm just getting started. I didn't want to make this video today. I was still really trying to process. As you guys know, I'm very empathic. I kind of pull away when things get really overwhelming for me. I'm really overwhelmed. I am really, really overwhelmed. So yesterday I told you guys I went to my psychiatrist, or I was telling you I was going to my psychiatrist. Hell, I can't remember. So they upped my Lamictal to 200, so that's 100 twice a day. Oh, for you gastric bypass folks and UDS folks, they have done a study, and one of the best absorbed medications for psych stuff, one of them is Lamictal. So we did do a good thing. It is not first line for bipolarism or, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's not first line. It's second choice. But the first line, I've told you guys before, is like lithium and Depakote and weight gain. Lots of it. So I'm a pass. So a lot of times you guys will ask me, how come I haven't tried this, or why am I not trying this? And you give me really good ideas and stuff like that. But the number one thing is I will not take a medication that is not weight neutral. Nope. No, I have a hard enough time as it is that I don't need anything else working against me. I have enough as it is. Second thing I really needed to talk about is my thyroid. My thyroid levels, my T3 levels, they're fantastic. Now, this might not be something that you guys would even think about, but if you have a thyroid issue before surgery, I have been taking, what are you doing? Why am I doing that? The hell is this? Stop it. I'd been taking thyroid medicine, and a lot of thyroid medicine, probably for a good 12 years until I had my gastric bypass. Then I had an issue where I didn't have medical care while I was in Dover. This is where Matthew and I were first stationed. Well, they didn't have a hospital at that base, and we were trying to get somewhere else because obviously I need lots of care. Having said that, I did not have anybody to see me, so I had to go out of their circle and see a civilian. Well, the civilian, she was like, okay, well, since you haven't been on your thyroid medicine for a couple of months, why don't we just start you off on the lowest dose and then do blood work 6 weeks from now, Well, 6 weeks later, I moved to California. It opened up, and they were like, okay, you can leave now, so go to California. So fast forward, 3 years later. So 3 years later, I got here in 2013, the end of it. Yeah, January of 2014, excuse me. So 2014, we came to California, and I got registered here at David Grant. And my thyroid levels, I was on 0.25, so barely damn anything. And somebody with a gastric bypass, that's like, why even bother? I might as well be sucking on a Tic Tac. So for years, years. So for 2 more years, I continued to take 0.25 until I was like, you know what, y'all, like, there's no, either there's something wrong with my thyroid and you guys just aren't like seeing it. Maybe my weight is masking what's wrong with my thyroid, or, you know, whatever. So I kept taking these tests, and I kept like checking the T3 and all the other stuff, and it kept and it kept coming back normal. So finally I said, and I took myself off of it. You know, I was just like, okay, because I went and saw an endocrinologist, and he was like, why are you taking that? And I was like, that's a damn good question, because I didn't think that, I didn't think that you could get off your hormones, your thyroid medication. I didn't think that was a possibility. But apparently, after I started losing all of this weight, my thyroid levels got better. And now, even now, after all of my blood work, my thyroid medicine, I don't need it. I still don't need it. My levels are perfect. They are fantastic. So that's one less pill that I was having to take. So I always, you know, worried that, you know, I was taking this medication for what? Why? And to get that blood work done, and then to see, okay, well, that's good. Update on my cholesterol. Some lovely lady at down there in the comment section, you guys know where it is, she said that, you know, my levels were good, and that, you know, the level that I should be looking at should be much higher for a normal cholesterol, bad cholesterol level. So of course I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. All my arteries are clogged, and I'm just gonna drop dead. You know, so of course, you know, my brain takes the tiniest amount of information and it goes wild. I'm like, Matthew, I need to see what your cholesterol's like so we can make sure that you're not going to have a heart attack too. And then exactly like that. That's exactly how it happened. That's if you ask him, that's exactly what I said to him. That all of it. So I went and saw a PCM. We talked about it, and she's like, no, they're fine. So 84 is not as bad as I thought it was, because their reference range underneath it said 0 to 70. So when I saw 84, I was like, oh my God. You know, so anytime I had gas or anything, I was like, I'm coming for you, Jesus. Oh, Lord, Jesus Christ, Daddy, I'm coming, Daddy. So, you know, sometimes I should not look into anything. I should not even bother, because when I start on something until it is fixed, I can't let it go. So I talked to her, and she said you had to look at the entire morning medication, dry mouth. You have to look at the entire lipid panel to see exactly what's going on. So my good cholesterol is much higher than my bad cholesterol, which is typically what you want. And, you know, sometimes I really wish that I'd gone back and done just the tiniest amount of research before believing what that paper said, because now I feel like an idiot, because what I did is I actually went through and looked it up my damn self, which is what I should have done to begin with. But I was like, oh, this piece of paper says I'm gonna die. No, Nirvana, no, my cholesterol's fine. I eat a lot of avocado. Golly. So we're fine. We're good. Did you know that most of the bad cholesterol comes from animal products? Something to think about if you have high cholesterol. So it doesn't hurt that I have given up red meat. Doesn't hurt. Not at all. If I could give up dairy, it'd be a good time. I will work on that. I definitely want to work on that. And so now that I've fixed that, I ain't gonna die today. At least we're fine. So it is the next morning. I wanted to show you guys why it's really important to put all of your pills and vitamins, etc., in either something like this or something smaller. Obviously, you can tell this is an entire week's worth for me, but it makes it so simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll do, because I think some are missing out of this one because I took it yesterday. What I'm going to do is, this is my Wellbutrin. This is my first dose of Wellbutrin for the morning, and my first dose of Lamictal. So I take those, and then this is a caffeine pill, but because I made coffee, pumpkin spice coffee this morning, which exactly what I did was I just added Trader Joe's pumpkin spice to the coffee grounds and made my own homemade pumpkin spice. So you can have that all year round if you wanted to. So I don't need that this morning. Then what's in here? These are my evening meds. So I have a B50 Super B50 complex, my other lamotrigine, my Wellbutrin, and then those two right there are for nighttime to go to sleep. And then I also have my morning dose of, these are iron and vitamin C, so I will be taking those as well. But throughout the day, like, you can see that I have this is my potassium and magnesium and aspartatos. Like I've said that before. It's like aspartates or whatever. And then this is my multivitamin. So I will take these usually like with lunch. So that's super easy to remember. Hey, because I keep it near me at all times. Hey, I didn't take that, or I didn't take this, or I forgot to take these, or whatever. It's a little easier for me to remember that, hey, I forgot to take that, than me looking at a pill bottle and trying to remember if I took that in the morning or not. Because as we know, I might be slightly forgetful. So I hope that helps. Bye. 15 times the charm. Okay, so this is going to be the last part of this video. So I'm calling TSA today to talk about my medication because it is liquid, and since I'm leaving on Friday, I don't want them to confiscate my pain meds. Yeah, that would be zero bueno. I was told that if you put them in your checked bag, this might be helpful for somebody else a little down the line, that if you have, like, if you guys take pain medication or like Flexerils and stuff like that, if you put them in your checked bag, there is a high probability that those will not be in your bag when you land, because people will steal them. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we're just gonna check that bag. You know how, like, you'll get your bag and then you'll see someone's opened your bag, like it's got that little tag on it, this was opened for da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so no. So I need to call them and make sure that I can, because again, liquid, I don't want them to confiscate my shiz. So today's okay. Yesterday was a lot rougher, and the day before that was really rough. I'm still not ready to make that video about what me and Matthew have been talking about. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that video yet. It takes me a long time to kind of process things, and just, I always have like 50 backup plans of what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. And I'm still kind of wrapping my head around everything. So when I know, you guys will know. Leave Friday. I don't come back until the following Sunday. So if you guys are interested, you'll see a lot of my trip to Montreal. Like what I ate, which ain't gonna be all good, girl. Like, no, this is my one and only vacation with my husband before he leaves Korea. Nope. Oh, well, yeah, honey, I'm just gonna sit here and drink water while you're having your food. Hope you don't mind, because that's not awkward at all. Like, that's just... Just because you... Squirrel. Just because you go on vacation, you don't have to go hog wild. No pun intended. Like, you don't have to eat everything that comes into your view. Like, you don't have to do that. But I am going to enjoy myself. Like, it's my vacation. So, I don't think it's going to be really that big of a deal, to be honest with you. So there are a few reviews that I'm working on. So I have another glasses review from a different company. I also contacted a contacts company, even though my husband doesn't want me to. He's like, I like your eyes the color they are. And I'm like, well, obviously I've always had brown eyes. That was weird to say. I've always had brown eyes. Really, Nirvana? What other color eyes are you supposed to have? Well, I'm just saying is all. I've always had brown. And I've always wanted to have different colored eyes. But because I have an astigmatism, the colors, and because my eyes are brown, because of that, it's very hard for, number one, colors to show up, and then if you have astigmatism, it's even harder to get colored contacts that actually work on dark brown eyes. I've tried, y'all. My optometrist. Okay, I was going to say obstetrician. I was like, what? My optometrist. Please, Nirvana, if you could, please focus, please. Fitted me for contacts, and then I tried like one of all of the colors in that for astigmatism, and none of them really showed up, and the ones that did, like, it just kind of. So I'm looking forward to hearing back from them, because I would really love to try different contacts and stuff. So I'm like different colors, and you know how I like to play with color. Like, I don't just do it with my glasses. Like, you know, I do it with lipsticks, and I do it with eyeshadow, and I do it with my clothes, and I'm like, the next step is to do it with my eyeballs. So why the hell not? And then I have a TENS unit review that I'm working on. So I got sent this really cool, like really like awesome TENS unit, and I can't remember exactly how much they give you guys off for it on Amazon, but I'll have a link and stuff like that. And then, like I said, I have another glasses review. I've got 4 pairs of glasses from that other place. And then this is all me trying to get everything in a row. I have a giveaway from Firmoo to get you guys a free pair of glasses. So I'm gonna write them back and tell them, because they were either gonna give me another pair of glasses, and I think I'm good for this month. I've got quite a few to play with. You know, I was gonna say that, you know, they said either I could have another pair or I could do a giveaway, and I thought, you guys, I don't really do a whole lot of giveaways because my ass is poor. So why not give somebody the gift of sight? Bing. All right, so I think that's good enough. Like I said, I will talk about what we're going through, but I need to call my bariatric coordinator and kind of, you know, just put all the pieces together. So I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everybody is having a wonderful hump day, and I will talk at you again, hopefully tomorrow. Mwah. Bye. Squirrel. So much squirrel. Okay. Shit.